Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm doing card of the day using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. I did already clear and shuffle this deck, and the Empress fell on the floor, and I had a hard time getting it. I was trying not to get up out of my chair, but I put it back in the deck and I reshuffled it because I wasn't sure if that was for me or for Air Buddy. So we'll just get a card here and see what we've got. Oh, there, that one popped right out of it. On the thing. Ace of Pentacles, but it's inverted. Alright. I feel like I need to hold it like this. Now, I just had a video pop up in my social media, and I think I've seen it before. It was somebody taking a slice from a tree ring and using like a scanner phonograph combo to play the rings, and they translated their little variations on the computer into piano music. So that's what this reminds me of right off. Now, it also reminds me of a lecture I was watching where they were talking about Venus being different in the ancient sky, and the glyph for it all over the world was a cross, often with a circle around it, or a circle with 4 lobes coming off of it, and a red circle in the center representing Mars appearing in front of Venus. Now this has 5 branches on this cross here, but what's interesting is that currently Venus in relation to the Earth has it has a pentagonal relationship. I think it's like every 13 years it creates a pentagram in the sky in relation to where it is in Earth. But we have the Earth suit here. I think Venus is associated with Taurus, and I think it's Libra is the other one, but I'm not sure. I also see like a portal. I don't know why is this? I just heard 45-degree angle, but that's not the angle that I'm holding it as. More like a 25-degree angle or something. I just heard the 3rd degree and like a 3rd-degree burn. I'm also hearing petrified, like petrified wood. But it's like, it's more like Gloria Gaynor, once I was afraid I was petrified. So in essence, it's like, I'm getting this idea, this combination idea of, first of all, being starstruck, being afraid to move. It's like a log jam in the system. The wheel isn't turning. This is like intense crack here. It kind of looks like, all those lines make it look kind of like a whirling dervish. Or it's like, it's also this sort of like eye of the storm situation. A lot of angular momentum. You know what this reminds me of? in New Hampshire, there is an amusement park called Canopy Lake Park. I believe it's in Salem, New Hampshire. And at least about 25 years ago, there was a ride called the Turkish Twister. And it was a cylinder, and you stand on it, and it spins, and then the floor drops. And you're pressed against the wall. And it spins around, and then it stops. And we wanted to go on it, and the first time we had to wait 15 minutes because they had to hose it off because somebody puked on it. And that's what all those lines remind me of. Oh, you know what? Starstruck? In cartoons, somebody gets hit on the head and they get dizzy. They have all those like stars and birdies floating around on their head. That's what that is. It's like stop dead in your tracks. Delirium. I also get the sense that this is sort of like it's like looking at a tree that's been cut down. It's still growing. There's new shoots coming off of it. But it's been cut down, but it's sort of like a nuclear force coming out of the middle where it's determined this root energy. It's saying the roots are still alive and it's going to send up a new tree into this crevice and grow a new tree through this stump. It was like being cut off at the knees. Knees, knees, knees. A little bit of Welcome to the Jungle. So, it's kind of like I just heard astral travel. Okay. This is a time shift of either going forwards or backwards in time at a certain location where you're seeing far distant past and far distant future of either being like is it flush? Is that the right word? Lush jungle or petrified forest. It's okay. I'm also getting this idea of like all those like Mayan cities that are still buried under mountains and jungle. It's like a repository of knowledge. It's like something that you don't expect to be there. You had no indication of ever. And it comes and smacks you in the head. It makes you dizzy. And then you're sort of transported into this other reality where there's some kind of critical information that has to do with growth and expansion. So, Ace of Pentacles at a tilted angle. Just want to see my calculator for a second. No, that's not right. 72 degrees, okay. Interesting, okay. Now, so each of those angles should be about 72 degrees. Give me a second here. Yeah. "72" is a number that's critical to the precession of the equinoxes. So that again has to do with large time scales. Something that used to be known a long time ago. Right into your face. Alright, that's enough. That's kind of an, I would think that's sort of an obscure message that's gonna be for like a limited audience. And it's also one of those messages that might take years to make sense. I've had that happen. And prescient dreams that mean nothing for 10 or 15 years. But I feel like this is, it's like everybody's home and disconnected from the rat race. You have come off your hamster wheel and you're sitting and you're bored, and all of a sudden it's like a tilt, and this information is just like whoop, when you least expect it. It's kind of like, again, it's like that waking up, but it's almost like falling asleep. It's like you're going to be sucked out of your body just because you don't have to be super focused and present. Alright. If you want to order a reading, you can email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. I will message you the list of readings that I have and their prices, but you can also see that in the description box of my infomercial video, which is going to be linked below this one. This information here, the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Cafe Press, DeviantArt, Twitter, Facebook, and my art catalog. All that information is also in the description box of my infomercial video. So like I said, if you want a reading, if you want to donate, like, share, subscribe, purchase art, merch, prints, coloring books, poetry book, any of that, I got it. It's there for you to consume at your leisure. Is that it? Just want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now this is what that ancient Venus star glyph looks like, with the in the center with the four lobes coming off it. This is also Cat's Cradle. Shifting reality. Movement. And also when I said tilt, I thought of a pinball machine, and that kind of reminds me of that too. And then we have 4 and 1 is that 5 again. Now this is usually letting go of stuff that you don't need to hang on to anymore, but in this case it's like something's coming in that you need. Alright. Yes. Peace out. Bye!